Good morning. Welcome to today's Dashcam Diary of Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. And it's chronically too early for me. Chronically early. I am late for my chiro appointment as per usual. I'm always 5 to 10 minutes late. 5 to 10 minutes. I tried to go to bed early the last couple nights in a row. I ended up staying a little bit past my bedtime. I tried to make my bedtime 10 p.m. That is so early for me. Like midnight, 1, 2, like that's the time that I usually in my prime and awake and doing my thing and having fun. During the day, I do a lot of phone calls. I call a lot of people. I socialize. It's my social hour during the day after I do my morning appointments. Today is no exception. We have a lot going on today. Plus, I still need to pack for the weekend. I have a 3-day weekend starting today. And I have a 3-hour drive later today to go on. And I haven't packed a single thing for this trip. I did buy some stuff, but I need to go on my shopping trip after I go to my chiro appointment. But I gotta look at my schedule. I got a couple appointments going on today. I have my primary care doctor appointment today too. And gosh, I need to make some more phone calls. I forgot to call those places that I got emailed from my insurance company to try and get my in-home infusion started. Oh my gosh, it has been a nightmare, guys. It's been a nightmare trying to get in-home infusions just to get saline. That's all I need is saline. I'm way too dehydrated to balance all my minerals and vitamins out and stay nourished. My eating habits have been very dysregulated, especially at night the last week or so. My cravings for sugar has gone straight back up, and I'm giving in to my cravings. Now I've eaten everything that I can't have any more of. I am very excessive. I think if you believe in astrology and stuff, I'm a Taurus. I'm a bull. I'm stubborn. I'm bullheaded, and I love excess. And I love to love, and I'm loyal and dependable. And I'm just really my authentic myself. And I'm not going to change for anybody. What I find really interesting and funny, in a sense, is I'm now getting more comments saying that I'm strange and I'm weird. Well, good. Hopefully that is bringing you to my channel and keep bringing you back to see what weird and strange things I gotta say and do next. I'm not trying to be a bad content creator. I would rather not be known for strange and weird, but I have my episode from a long time ago, like 400 or 500 videos ago, about talking about how I'm an alien. So, yes. I agree with the comments. I am weird and strange. I don't know if it's meant to be a good or a bad comment, or the intent behind the comment. Internet trolls are internet trolls, and if you're not trying to be a troll and you're still watching me, I don't know what to say. Except for, yeah, I could probably agree with that. I have been told that several times in my life. I've been called many other things, though, that are a lot worse. So I will just take it and run with it and roll with it. I'm strange and weird. Okay? I don't know what I'm supposed to... comment sections can get funky, and I don't even have a comment section hardly at all, so y'all, please just leave some comments. Let me know you're watching these videos. Whether you agree with the weird and strange or not, whatever. their opinion, really. Like, whatever. Another funny story, and I don't know if I should actually talk about this because I don't know if they watch my channel. I might stay away from that story. It might hit too close to home, and I really don't want to offend anybody. If they are watching, that are in my life, it is about my family, and it is about me dressed, how I dress, the clothes that I wear. But I just won't touch the subject. I don't want to ruffle any feathers if you are watching. I love you if you are watching. And you are allowed to your opinion as well. I have never always fit in with society. I've always been on like, yes, I'm going to try to be with the social norm. I'm neurotypical, or I'm not neurotypical though. And so for me to try and mask myself almost my entire life, I felt like a fraud. Let me be weird and strange if I want to be weird and strange. I'm just trying to make content and make people smile or make people think. That is like one of my purposes in life, is to try and make people think. Stop being a sheeple. Stop just following what people say and do, and think for yourself. And I am all for that. And I will agree, maybe agree to disagree at some comments, but hey, I just don't know how to respond to some. That's all there is to it. I don't know how to respond. I am neurospicy. That is probably why some people would look at me and say that I'm weird and strange, because they don't understand neurospicy. And that's okay to not understand neurospicy. I have tried almost my entire life to try and convince people of who I am and who I want to be. And I'm tired, man. I just want to be who I want to be without having people be mean about it. You know, people are bullies. And I don't condone bullies or mean people. I'm trying to choose happiness, the name Chronically Happy. So I came up with my name because of my chronic illnesses and chronic diseases. But I'm also chronically happy because I'm happy about life. I'm happy about surviving through so many traumas and experiences that I am proud to be alive. I am happy to be alive. And no matter what bad situation or experience can pop up, I'm going to ride that roller coaster, and I am going to strap myself in and be like, let's go. This is what it's going to be, let's go. I've been going through a lot of emotional outbursts lately, and I'm trying to be careful not to direct it towards my boyfriend at all. I got a little impatient with him last night. It is definitely my fault. I was able to calm down after a while. I was just really anxious, really tired. And when you combine anxious and grumpy tiredness in me, it's not a good combination. And I just need to keep my mouth shut. I'm just before I dig myself a hole that I cannot get myself out of. Because I will keep digging and digging and digging my own grave. Because I just don't know when to shut the F up sometimes. Honestly. I just don't know when to shut the F up sometimes. It's the neurospicy in me. I have to like very consciously catch myself in these episodes or meltdowns that I have over stupid nothingness because I'm grumpy and tired. We all have our days. And I've known from the get-go that our communication style is we're both a little jacked up in the way we talk. So I feel like we do have a little bit more obstacles to face than some couples. I know all couples have their things. I'm learning what a long-term relationship is like at a long distance, and communication is like the biggest part of it. And the other biggest part of things is, can you tolerate being with that person in a regular environment of like distractions and adulting things, and can you get along with that other person for an extended amount of time? Because you have to think about when that person that is working, if like in my dynamic in my relationship, I am early retired, disabled. I am never going to work a regular job ever. Now, is it going to try and stop me from making my own business and starting that? No. But is it going to make enough money for me to be able to stay afloat and do without my Social Security? Absolutely, probably not. So it's more of a side hustle. I don't know how I can do a business as a side hustle without making too much money and keeping my Social Security disability. Now, if I do make a large sum of money, and I continue to make a large sum of money every single year, and I cannot have to rely on Social Security, that would be kind of amazing. But I also cannot afford to have my Medicare taken away from me. I have to be extremely careful until I am on the regular Social Security at the age of 65. So honestly, I have like 20 years to build my business before I can officially, technically, make any money other than working 20 hours a week or less. That is the stipulation when you're on Social Security disability. It's all about knowing your laws and staying within those laws. And the things that I claim with the VA that I'm service connected for, I have to be very careful about, because there's a lot of fraudulent claims that the government is going after veterans for claiming that they're too disabled for one thing, but then they have like a gym or something. Like, I can't walk, I'm in a wheelchair, but I own a gym. And then there's video evidence of them like outside of a wheelchair, you know. Like, there is a lot of people that are trying to fraud our government, not just civilians, but veterans as well. And it's not right. I don't condone that whatsoever. And I am true to my disabilities. And I am trying to show the world what it is like to be living with my disabilities. It doesn't mean I have to be a miserable, angry person all the time, which a lot of people that are disabled are, because they've been isolated and stigmatized and gaslit by doctors for however many years. Our healthcare system sucks, and it doesn't take care of everybody the way they need to be taken care of. And if you don't have the knowledge of how to take care of yourself, then you kind of fail. You flail in life. You're just like, help me! I'm flailing like I'm drowning, but I can't. I'm not drowning, but I'm flailing. I'm barely hanging in there. I have my arms and my face up to here above water, but I'm barely making it. Like, I've been really trying to be a good friend to my friend in Alabama. I want to be a good example for him and showing him what it's like to be disabled, because my friend's disabled now. Like, he's never going to be the same again after his last medical incident. the financial stress in his relationship is not great, and so it's hard for him to talk to his woman about things because she's the moneymaker right now. She's out working the job. She's coming home all grumpy and pissed off, and she's stressed to the max. And I haven't even talked to her in a while, and I just know that is like one of the biggest relationship issues is financial security and job security. And when the man can't hold down the job, he says it's not about his pride anymore. It still is. I don't care what he tries to say. And when you have no sense of purpose, your pride and the depression, just the pride drops and the freaking depression skyrockets, man. And I know my buddy is depressed. He's trying to quit drinking. He's trying to freaking... The hell of it is, though, like, it makes me upset thinking about it. Because, like, this man has been through so much. He was a hard worker. He had a great fucking job. He was making tons of fucking money. And then when health issues hit, dude, it can destroy your life, man. And I know from my own experience. And I guess I still have a lot of feelings I need to feel about my own being forced to retire early in my life that I didn't want to retire. I guess this is some of the resentments, like anger I'm holding in as I wasn't able to continue my career. That's what I wanted out of life, but what life has taught me is that's not what my life was meant for. My life was not meant to work my body into the ground in the military. And that's the only thing I could think of to do in my life because I wasn't very great academically. I never planned on going to college, but I did, and I did make it through college, and I did get straight A's at one point. And I proved to myself that I am smart. And so that gave me a lot more confidence to keep moving forward. I am a smart individual. I know I can do things. I have to do things in a slightly different way. I learn differently than others, but I can still learn. And that's the biggest part of life is learning and keep growing and keep learning. Don't ever stop. When you stop learning, you kind of give up on yourself. And my buddy that lives in Alabama that has had this major medical issue, I gotta stop spreading my energy so thin though. I gotta really work on myself first before I can help others. And so I have to continue working on my own things. But it does weigh heavily on me and my friend out there. He keeps having to borrow money, and I keep enabling the money because I really do fucking care. And I want to show him I care because I'm his best friend. He's called me his best friend, and it's so endearing. I appreciate the title, and I wish I could do more. I gave him the name of a disability lawyer. I told him to go to the damn doctor. He went to the doctor yesterday, thankfully. He has major thrush in his mouth, but I could have swore the side of his tongue looked like he had some kind of like cancerous growth. I was really worried about it. But the doctor says it's thrush, and he's pissed off about that. But I did tell him, like, dude, there are ways you can discharge your medical debt, and you just have to know how to go about doing it. And he doesn't know how to do a lot of internet searches. He's like, this dude is my age, and for him not to be tech savvy, I'm not trying to put him down by any means, but man, he really does need to get more tech savvy, man, to be in the competitive world of work or in the competitive world of trying to get temporary social security disability just until he can get his medical stuff figured out, because that's what he needs to fucking do. And I am going to harp on him every fucking day about doing that until he doesn't want to talk to me anymore, because I'm going to be annoying. Because I want him to succeed, and only he can do it. But if he isn't given and handed the tools that he needs to succeed, it's going to be extremely difficult for him to do it. So after, in between my appointments today and in between everything that I've got to do, I am going to make a quick phone call to him and ask him, look, have you called that disability lawyer yet? You need to explain to him your fucking situation, dude. Like, if he needs me to be on a 3-way call with him to try and help explain it, I will fucking do that. Because that's the kind of friend that I am. I want to help. And I have been to other people's doctor appointments with them. I am a patient advocate, a volunteer patient advocate for people. Only when I have the time and energy for it, which I kind of don't at the moment. I am spreading myself thin, but it's only because it's my empathy, man, and I'm still struggling to accept my own. Like, talk to him about this has brought forth my feelings about my own medical discharge from the military and how crushing that had been on my life many years ago, and I can't believe I'm still holding on to some of those negative feelings about it. I didn't think that I'd still be crying about it to this day. I need to let go of these old feelings. These old feelings need to get out of here. It is what's keeping my trauma and my pain in my body in place. Once I can let go of all of that trauma and those feelings associated with traumas, I will be a new woman, 100%. And my boyfriend keeps asking me. He asked me again last night, "Are you sure you're gonna make it through this festival?" I'm like, yes. He's seen me sleep a whole bunch lately, but this is what it takes for me to get ready for this. I have to prepare my body. I have to give it extra sleep just so I can wear it the F down in the matter of a few days. I have to save my spoons now, otherwise I'm not going to make it. But I'm going to do the best I can, and I may actually find a mobility scooter to try and do it. I don't know. I'm getting scared because he's making me doubt myself now, so we'll see. We'll see where I'm at right before I leave. I gotta go. I'm at my appointment, and I'm extremely late, so peace out.